Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another Sly 3 challenges video, I guess. First things first, forgive me if my voice is less than amazing, but I am a little bit under the weather while I am recording this. It probably isn't that terribly noticeable, except to me, but hopefully it won't be a very big concern. Anyways, the first mission for Flight of Fancy, the challenges, is a speed castle climb, and the time limit for this, because it is a timed mission, the time limit is very, very forgiving. As you can see, I actually just fell into the water a couple seconds ago, and then you also need to wait during this part, but you're going to have more than enough time easily in order to make it through this quite fast and easy, which is nice. I enjoy easy challenges. Well, kind of. I would prefer challenging challenges. Anyways, this next one is going to be sped up because it's a little bit overly long and tedious, but basically the thing is you need to kill 30 guards before you take down Mugshot in the Hangar Mugshot Defense mission thingy. You guys know the one. And so basically the strategy is take down all 30 guards that you need to before you even start bothering to damage Mugshot. That's the simplest way to go about it. Obviously, you can try to do things so you, like, for each phase of the Mugshot battle, you beat so many guards, but ultimately, high-level strategy isn't overly important for this. It's just a matter of power straight through it. And that's all there really is to it. And any murder mission in general, it's just like brute force is the winner. And I think I ended this with like 47 or something. Guard kills, but it's not very impressive to have a high score in this particular mission, just because, whatever. Anyways, the next is going to be the sewer tower defense mission defense system thingy, and I'm also going to speed this one up as well because it does get quite a bit tedious, especially in comparison with some of the other missions in this area. And there really isn't much to this one besides just keep your eye on both screens as well as you can, and just learn like the recharge patterns for the security devices, but ultimately, as long as you just push a button when they're on top of a trap, you're never really going to be suffering that much for imperfect knowledge of the rotation. And if you just look at my rotation that I ultimately managed to get, if you just copy that exactly, then you'll be pretty much good to go. And I'm very much near the end of this, and so we will go ahead and move on to the next one, which will be, we need to defend the hangar, and it is at low health. And I didn't mention it in the last one, but it was that the plane was low health, but it didn't matter because it never took any damage at all. The low health will be a little bit of a factor in this one because I will end up taking damage on the hangar, but that's mostly because I'm bad and not because it's actually a difficult mission. And yeah, that's all there really is to say about this one. And the reason I'm not speeding it up is because it gives me a chance to finally talk about games I've been playing recently. Yay, we always love those discussions. Anyways, as far as games I have been playing recently, I've been playing a lot of Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5, and it's just like, I played it a lot back when I had an Xbox 360, and I've actually had it downloaded onto my PC for a while, but I never really got around to playing it because I didn't like the control scheme as compared to the Xbox, because I generally prefer to hold a controller while playing games. That's just a personal thing. But I finally got into playing it on the PC, and I've just been having a boatload of fun with it. It's been a blast. And the other game that I've been playing recently that I really, really want to talk about is called Undertale. It's on Steam right now, and it's only $10 at time of recording. It might go up or down in price within the near future, just because reasons, I don't know, whatever. But Undertale is a pretty amazing game in that it's an RPG, but it is made such that for every battle that you find yourself in, you can either fight your opponent the classical way, or you can talk it out with your opponent and resolve things non-violently. And you can play through the entire game with a pacifist run without having to fight anyone, bosses included. And I just think it is really, really fun and interesting. Also, the dialogue, if you're going the pacifist route, is pretty consistently hilarious. But yeah, definitely pick up Undertale if you have Steam. And I'm pretty sure it's available for download other places, but I'm not completely sure on what they would be off the top of my head. And I'd look it up, but I'm using my computer to like look at the footage, and I am using my phone to record my voiced audio. So that's not really a viable option. Anyways, that was the last guard for that mission. Undertale is a great job. Undertale is a great game. The next challenge in Flight of Fancy is you need to take down the TriWinged planes, which will be the black ones for the purpose of this mission. And there are 12 of them, and you need to take all of them down without taking down any of the bi-wing blue planes. This is a very, very fun challenge, in my opinion. It's very... I'm one of those people who, whenever I'm replaying a game, I'll always try to find different ways of playing things, so in missions like the one where this originates, it's just like, well, I've already beaten it normally, so now I'm going to try beating only one color at a time until I've beaten all of them, like of one color, sort of thing. And so this is just a mission that plays into people like me who do this sort of stuff on our own anyways, which is something I very, very much appreciate. And it's absolutely not something that they could have ever really intended to just be like playing into me personally, but hey, it's a challenge made for a way that I would normally play the game, given free will. And worth noting for this mission in particular is that if you accidentally destroy any of the blue planes, it will be automatic failure. So you have to be very, very careful about like not running into them or firing at them if you are ever in a weird spot where that could happen accidentally. And so there'll only be 2 more planes at this point, yeah. And I'm pretty sure at this point this is being post-recorded, obviously, in case you couldn't tell from everything that's been going on so far. This is being post-recorded, and at the time I was just like, well, I'm past the point where I really need to be concerned about health, so I think I'm just gonna like dive bomb, well not dive bomb, but just like ram the last 2 planes, just for the fun of things, because ramming stuff is fun, and I am all about fun. Except I actually shoot this one down because I am a pleb, but what are you gonna do? Anyways, the next mission is going to be the Guru Possessing the Wolf, and you need to take down the guards with limited health. Here's the weird thing about this mission. Sure, you start with low health, but you can pick up health packs. And not only can you pick up health packs, you can have your health raised to above what you start with. So basically, there is absolutely no challenge to this. It's basically the exact same mission you played earlier, but you just can't tank as many hits up front. I don't know why they didn't like disable health pack drops. I'm sure there's probably a switch for that somewhere in the game's code. They could have easily just flipped for this mission. And I don't know why they didn't. But, you know, if they want to give me an easy percentage completion, then you know what? I am more than happy to take it. So there will only be 6 more guards, which is how I pronounce that word, to take down. And then it will be easy peasy lemon squeezy from there. I actually fail epically at taking down that one guard, but I do finally manage to get him. And then just gonna take down these guys. And as far as like guard respawns, I don't know exactly what interval you should like try to go different places and take them down, but just run around in circles, you'll find a guard eventually, and then you can just murder them. Because that's what we like to do around here. Murder anthropomorphized animals. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this challenge. Well, I fail epically at hitting a couple of these guys, but ultimately, it is pretty simple and straightforward. And so we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be sped up again. Much like the Murray mission from before, basically you just need to take down a certain number of guards before you kill Mugshot. And, well, not kill, because he's still alive, canonically. But you just need to take down 15 guards before you take down Mugshot, and yeah. So I ultimately decided to speed it up since this is another quite tedious mission. And as before, the strategy is focus on taking down the guards, and once you've taken down the number you need to, then just beat Mugshot. It's that simple. There's not really like any high-level crazy strategy to it, but just run around in circles until guards appear, and then shoot them. And there's actually a flashlight guard on the ground that's like right next to Mugshot that I've been ignoring for like the longest time for whatever reason. I don't know why I was doing that in the initial recording, but I don't know, I must have just not noticed it, or thought that Mugshot had a flashlight for some reason, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But that fact notwithstanding, it's what I ultimately land on doing. And so, now that I have gotten the, what's the word? Allocated? Allotted? Once I've gotten the prescribed, I don't know. I'm killing Mugshot now is the point I'm trying to get at. And so it's only gonna be a few more shots, and then he is gonna go down nice and easy. And then the final mission, well, challenge, not mission, because missions are like the normal things, except they're technically called jobs, but I've whined about the nomenclature in this game before on multiple occasions, so I'm going to spare you in this particular instance. But anyways, it is going to be a timed boss battle against none other than the Black Baron. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I ultimately opted to play this in real time just because it is a timed mission, and it's better to have things play in real time so you actually have a good idea of how much time you have to complete the mission. But ultimately, it's a very, very easy time limit if you are good at reading his attack patterns. And the one big thing is you need to be able to take down the guards quickly, and I feel like that's really the bigger time concern. Rather than the fight itself. It's just being able to take down the guards in a timely manner such that you can progress to the next phase of the fight. But as you can see, he's at like 1/3 health at this point, and I've only lost about 1/3 of the time. So yeah, if you're keeping pace with me, then you're honestly probably going quite a bit slower than you could be, because I am struggling I don't even know what I'm saying. But I'm just struggling ridiculously hard to kill these guards because I'm bad at the game. Also, I get knocked off there, but it's not a huge concern. Also, the guards do drop health packs, so you don't need to be concerned about doing a low health run or anything like that, which is very, very nice. And got hit by a wrench and thrown off the plane right there. But it should only be a few more hits onto the Baron. And right at the end, I decide that I'm going to go for the guard because I want like a little bit more health. But then I realize, wait, Black Baron's on like 1/10 HP at this point anyways, so I might as well just take him down.